So today I decided to sit down and do some watercolor. This is the second of a three-part series I'm currently working on, where each part revolves around a different medium but is centered on the same subject matter. In this one, it is a sunset piece of this frog. In a previous one, I did a all ink drawing, which I counted as the night scene, and then finally I'm going to be doing a acrylic piece for the day. I used watercolor pencils for the background and then blended them out with water. This provided a nice easy gradient and it was a little more control, so it kind of eased me into the watercolor process a little bit. Then I chose this frog because I saw it off of a picture on Pinterest and I was like, ooh, that is a cute frog, I'm gonna make that. And so I continued with that process and I'm pretty happy with how it all turned out. This total process took me about 2.5 hours to do. And I got kind of, lost in the moment of it. I was listening to music and just continued to create, and I'm gonna be honest with you, for about half of it, I was unsure of how it was going. I wasn't super happy with how it was turning out, and I almost scrapped it and decided to redo the watercolor, but I stuck with it, added some more layers, and that made me happier. All in all, I think I did a good job on this piece, but I'm gonna let y'all tune in and just listen to some music and watch this time lapse, and I'll chime in when I have anything more to say. Once I started adding the reflections of the mountains on the water and added a second coat to it, it made this piece come to life a little bit more. And honestly, until then, I was really struggling to trust the process, but I did, and I'm really happy with how it turned out.
taxi rider through the city as we dodge the light.
The inspiration for this piece was just to kind of have a frog chilling and passing the days along. I wanted this frog to sit on a mushroom stool surrounded by a bunch of other mushrooms. I love drawing mushrooms because they honestly add so much variety and texture and a lot more color to a piece. And you can just have fun with the shapes. Each mushroom is unique and each one has its own characteristics to it. Honestly, drawing scenery like this is kind of out of my comfort zone. I typically draw characters by themselves, but adding a scene like this really brings the character to life and makes the scene seem more plausible and makes it, it just makes it exist. This was such a fun piece to work on, honestly. If you get the chance to work with watercolor, I would highly advise it. It is a fun challenge and it really pushes you to grow as an artist. Well, yeah, this is the first time I've really commentated over my artwork before, so if there's anything, any advice you'd recommend, or I don't know, words of encouragement, that would be appreciated. But yeah, after I went through and added all of this color, I went back through with a pen and touched up all the lines, added some more detail, and then I thickened up some lines and just changed the variety of the line weight. And then after that, I think the piece is done. So that makes the second of a 3-part series. Stay tuned for the next part.